Did you know you have the power to transform your health and your life? After years of suffering with undiagnosed autoimmune symptoms, I found myself on an endless loop of expensive supplements, broken promises, and drive-through meals. I was a busy working mom struggling with chronic pain. I could no longer keep up with life until I decided to take my health into my own hands. I discovered the healing power of whole foods and incorporated a healthy lifestyle that is simple, affordable, and maintainable even when life gets busy. With easy, whole food meal prep, meal planning, and wellness strategies, I healed my autoimmune symptoms, regained my energy, and lost 30 pounds along the way. I discovered I had the power to change my life, and I know you have that power too. Whether you're looking to reduce inflammation, lose weight, or optimize your health, this is it. Get ready to discover the vibrant life you deserve with the Prepared for Wellness podcast. I'm Ashley Cavolo, and I can't wait to join you on this journey. Hi you guys, welcome back. So I am recording right now in the middle of a snowstorm. It's beautiful outside, but we have tons of snow. A tree fell on our wires, so we have no power. Tons of fun, but it is so pretty outside right now. I wish I could send a picture to you so you could see it. So I have nothing better to do than record this episode. So here we go. We're going to talk about sugar and the effects on the body. Sugar was one of the first food ingredients I researched when I began my journey to heal from autoimmune symptoms, and what I learned stuck with me. It opened my eyes to the damage that sugar can cause. Sugar is one of the most highly consumed foods in the United States, and according to the American Heart Association, adults should consume no more than 6 teaspoons of sugar per day. The average American consumes 17 teaspoons of sugar per day, which is nearly 3 times the amount of sugar that the American Heart Association recommends. These are just average numbers, which means people out there are eating even more than 17 teaspoons of sugar per day. We all know sugar isn't good for us, but so many of us don't even realize how much we are eating. A great example is a glass of orange juice, which contains about 9 teaspoons of sugar. So if you wake up, you have a glass of orange juice with your breakfast, you have already exceeded the recommended amount of sugar for your entire day. Then we eat sugary cereals, donuts, lattes with sugar-laden syrups inside, and we haven't even made it to lunch. So you can see how easy it is for someone to overload with sugar without even realizing it. And that's just a normal day for so many Americans. So a simple explanation of how sugar is digested in the body. When we eat sugar, it is broken down into glucose. As glucose enters the bloodstream, insulin steps in to regulate glucose levels, and glucose is then used for energy in the brain, muscles, red blood cells, just to name a few. But when excess sugar is present in the body and glucose levels rise above normal levels, it quickly becomes too much for the insulin to regulate. So this causes a buildup of glucose in the body. This buildup of glucose increases the risk for diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, obesity, liver disease, dementia, cancers, and inflammation. It also suppresses the immune system and feeds bad gut bacteria. So considering all of this, it is a no-brainer that we really need to pay attention to our sugar intake. And this is so easy to do, you guys. So when you are shopping, just be aware of the packaged foods you are buying and check the labels. You should be aiming for products that have less than 9 grams of sugar, but less than 6 is even better. And there are also so many sugar substitutes available now. And a few of my favorite options are coconut sugar, dates, honey, maple syrup, and monk fruit. They are all great natural options that will help keep your sugar in check. And you can use these in baking. I use some of these in homemade lattes that I make, low sugar lattes, put honey in your tea, things like that. So they're really great low sugar options. But with the good, there are always some bad options. There are alternatives out there that are labeled as healthy, but they are not always the best choice. Agave is a great example of this. It has a high fructose content, which can actually increase blood sugar levels as much as sugar. But this is labeled as a healthy alternative because it is from a natural source. So just keep that in mind. There's also stevia, which is really well known, but is controversial. Although it is produced from the leaves of a stevia shrub, which is a natural source, it has been linked to endocrine and kidney issues, among other problems. So how to reduce your sugar intake? This can be easy. All you have to simply do is make a few swaps and be aware of what you're putting into your body. Here are 6 ways that you can reduce your sugar intake today. Aim for products that have less than 9 grams of sugar. 6 grams or less is even better. Limit processed foods. Read food labels. Choose healthy sugar alternatives. Choose clean products, which are typically produced without added sugar. And choose whole foods. So the takeaway from this episode is that sugar can be the culprit for so many health issues, and reducing your sugar intake is as simple as reading labels and choosing sugar alternatives. It is such a simple way to avoid a lifetime of illness, medication, and doctor visits. So just make it easy for yourself and just make those swaps and better choices. So go find a food item in your pantry, check the sugar content, and if it has 10 or more grams of sugar, see if you can find an alternative with less sugar. When you are choosing items in the grocery store, just check the labels. If there are less than 9 grams of sugar, it is a better option. And if you need some suggestions, check out the shop tab on my website for a few of my favorite low sugar pantry staples. So that is it. I hope this episode was informative. If you have any questions, go ahead and just shoot me a DM or an email, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope this episode helped you in your health journey, and just maybe you learned something new. If you loved this episode, please leave a review. When you do, you are helping this podcast reach others around the world. Visit my website, preparedforwellness.com, to view my coaching offers, free recipes, and so much more. Don't forget to grab your free gift while you're there. Follow me on Instagram at Prepared for Wellness and join my VIP Facebook group, Prepared for Wellness Community. Don't miss out on the fun and special announcements.